It's Dallas and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here as always. So today we're going to be doing a super easy tutorial on how to do a little split skirt. For this tutorial you don't need to change your pattern at all. I will just show you how you can adapt your regular skirt pattern to add the little slit in the front. If you guys don't have a skirt pattern, I will show you exactly how I made mine just from a skirt that I have that I love the shape of and how it fits me. I think honestly making your own patterns based off your own clothing is the best way to get something that fits you amazing. So that's just what I do for most of mine. I just trace around something and then I adjust it how I want it to fit me. This skirt is really easy to make. You can do it all on your home sewing machine and I'm going to show you guys exactly how I did it. So let's get into the video. So how I created my skirt pattern was just traced around a skirt that I like the shape of, left enough space at the bottom to hem it, and at the top for an elastic waistband. And then obviously add your seam allowance on the outside, and this is the fabric we're going to be using for today's video. It is amazing. You're going to need some elastic, like I said, your scissors or a rotary cutter, some sewing pins or clips, and a fabric marker. You might also need something straight or a ruler to draw a straight line, and some thread. So what we're going to do is just fold our fabric in half. I've got mine the right side facing up, but you can do it either way. I'm just going to use my pen to mark around my pattern. So that is my first piece done. For the second piece, this is going to be your front piece. I will show you a little bit closer here. I've just left a little gap, so I haven't pushed it right up against the fold. This is just so when we cut the slit, we have enough room for seam allowance. So I'm just cutting that one out. So you should have something that looks like this. What I'm going to do is just draw a straight line where I want my slit to be. So you can see I've marked that with my clip, and then I drew a straight line, and now you're just going to cut that all the way up. And then what I'm going to do is just put my right sides together and then sew all the way up that straight line. So you can see where I've left my clip, that's where I'm going to stop sewing. I forgot to film this bit, so here's me pretending to sew with my overlocker. You can also do this with a zigzag stitch. So as you can see here, I have finished that. I've got my little slit at the bottom. So I'm going to flip that over so you can see the right side. So that's my little slit there. And then what I've done is just placed my other piece on top. So I'm just going to place the back piece on top of the front piece. Obviously they're going to be right sides together. And then what I'm going to do is just sew down the side seam of both of them. Again, I'm using my overlocker here, but I have sewn this skirt many times before just using my zigzag stitch. So anytime you see anyone using an overlocker on spandex fabric, you just need to use a stretch stitch. So you can use a zigzag. And what I'm doing now, sorry, my head is in the way. I'm just going to go ahead and hem the bottom of the skirt. So you're just going to fold that over twice and hem with a straight stitch all the way around. I'm sure you guys know how to do some basic hemming. So yeah, I'm just hemming that all the way around. So you've got something that looks like this now. And it's starting to come together. We're flipping that wrong side out, and then we're going to work on our split. So exactly the same as your hem. You're just going to roll that over twice. And then we're going to do a straight stitch all the way down. So this is me just sewing my straight stitch on both sides. So I've just folded it over twice and then I'm sewing a nice straight stitch, and I'm doing that on both sides of my split. So now it looks like this, and we're going to add some elastic to the top. So you can see here I've measured exactly the same length of elastic as the top of my skirt, and I have joined it together. I just zigzag back and forth a few times, and now I flip my skirt wrong side out. And we are going to do a zigzag stitch all the way along the top of the skirt and attach the elastic. This is super easy. You don't need to stretch the elastic because it should be exactly the same length as your skirt. So I'm just zigzagging all the way along until it looks like this. And then what we're going to do is just flip the skirt the right side out, and I will show you how we're going to finish that nicely. So now what I'm going to do is just, we don't want to see that ugly white waistband. So we're going to flip that band down on the inside. So I'm just taking my elastic, and then you're just going to flip that inside and do that all the way around. So we've flipped that nicely so you can't see the white elastic on the inside of the skirt. And then we just need to top stitch that down. So you can do this with a zigzag stitch, or if you want to, you can use a twin needle. This is my twin needle. And we're just going to use a nice contrasting thread, or make sure it blends in really nicely. It's up to you. And I'm just going to go all the way around. Make sure you're pulling that really nice and tightly so you don't get any puckering. So make sure that's really nice and tight when you're sewing across. And then you should have something that looks like this. If you've used a zigzag, the only difference will be that you've got a zigzag stitch here. And so that is how the skirt looks when it is all finished. I cannot get over this fabric. Alrighty guys, so that is how our little skirt turned out. It was super simple to make. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you found it helpful. If you did, be sure to leave it a thumbs up because it really supports me and my channel. And of course, if you guys want to see more sewing videos like this one, you can go ahead and subscribe down below. I have been doing some super fun TikToks as well, so if you want to go ahead and follow me on there, you can. I will post the TikTok that I did of this outfit just here so you guys can get an idea of what they're like. So I did do a little matching top because I love myself a two-piece set. So if you guys want to go ahead and make exactly this style of top, I do have a video on my channel with a full tutorial, and also has a free pattern linked in the description box below. So if you want to see that, I will link it up here and in the description box below. But I think that's it from me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and I look forward to seeing you guys in my next one. Bye!